Erling Haaland is off to join Barcelona. That's what these guys are saying now. Hello, welcome to my channel again. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's digest some of this transfer news here again. Now, El Nacional, just before I actually talk about the news itself, El Nacional here, the source, for every article that they put out, I don't think I've ever seen them be correct on a single piece of transfer news, ever. I might be wrong, but I really don't remember them ever being correct about any transfer news. Again, it's in the international break, so we're back with the Haaland news. Oh, Haaland is leaving towards Barcelona, who can't afford him. Haaland is leaving towards Real Madrid. Real Madrid. With Mbappé. Haaland is leaving towards... No, he's not. Here is something I want to tell you guys that every Manchester City fan should understand. Erling Haaland is a superstar. They wanted to make Erling Haaland the next Ibrahimovic. What do I mean by that? Ibrahimovic went from one club to another. This club, that club, and then back to that club. He went to AC Milan twice, I believe, or Internazionale, can't remember which. Then he went to America, came back to Europe, and all across the world. Went to Manchester United, PSG. That's what they wanted Erling Haaland to be. Why? Because superstars make big money. And agents get big money from selling their superstars. Now that worked great for Ibrahimovic, because it stroked his ego. He was like, oh yeah, they're always talking about me, they're talking about me. Whenever people stopped talking about Ibrahimovic, he made a transfer, because he wanted people to talk about him. Because Ibrahimovic is a narcissist, he's a little narcissist, like let's be honest. People really like to justify narcissism in athletes, just because they're good at what they do. Until you actually meet the guy, because then you realize, wow, this guy is an unbelievable prick. But Ibrahimovic was desperate for that attention. Erling Haaland, he's no perfect being, nobody is perfect, but he's not a blatant narcissist. Be humble, I suppose, in Haaland's own words. So he's not going to be that player that goes around everywhere. Erling Haaland has familial connections with Manchester City. In the modern day of football, there are few things that keep you at a club, as well as the following two: trophies and familial connections. Those two things have made sure that Erling Haaland is going to stay at Man City. Now, Erling Haaland is not going to be easy to keep at Man City. Why? Because Erling Haaland understands his words. Haaland knows, I am the best striker in the world. If Man City does not give me the money I want, does not give me the game time I want, does not give me the credit I deserve, and maybe a new manager comes in and starts disrespecting me, then I want the opportunity to leave at any moment. He doesn't want to leave right now because he's happy. But if Haaland is at any point not happy, he wants the option to leave. That is why Haaland is not easy to get. That is why he won't sign a 5-year extension. But here's the thing. Haaland will never be remembered as one of the greats unless he stays at a single club for a long time and makes a legacy at that club. Greats that traveled across the world don't exist. Who remembers Ibrahimovic? Now, the older people will say, oh, of course I remember Ibrahimovic, he's a baller. I tell you one thing, yeah? None of the kids that I talk to, and I talk to a lot of kids, that sounds wrong. I talk to a lot of kids, no diddy, because I babysit on my, uncle's children, so I suppose that'd be my cousins in English, I believe. So, I do babysitting, I go to school with them and stuff like that. I do that. And I talk with a lot of kids. You know what players they remember? Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. These kids are talking about Pele and Maradona. These kids are talking about Ronaldinho. They were not even born when Ronaldinho retired and they're talking about him. Why? Because these are players with a legacy at a single club. Haaland understands that and wants that. He's never gonna get that. moving across the world, yeah? So just to address this fake news, if Haaland leaves, it's not gonna be to an English club, because that will damage his legacy at Man City. He's not going to an Italian club at the moment, because they don't have the money. He's not going to PSG, because quite frankly, that would be a downgrade from Man City. PSG is a very elite team. It's not a team with Champions Leagues on its plate at the moment. He will not go to Real Madrid until Mbappé leaves, and he's not going to Barcelona until they fix their finances. Haaland has literally nowhere to go. Bayern München? You think he's going to Bayern München? I mean, maybe. Bayern München and Dortmund aren't really rivals. People think they are. But anyone who watches German football and is German, well, they're not really rivals, are they now? They compete with each other, sure, but it's not really a rivalry like Man United or Liverpool. It's way more chill in German football. But I just don't see that happening. Now tell me down below if I'm wrong. Tell me down below if I'm wrong, if I'm not understanding something. But all this news about Erling Haaland just seems like a bravado by these journalists and these agents trying to get a deal to get Haaland out. Because they want that money from Erling Haaland making transfers. But Haaland is not going to make a transfer. He wants to be at a club where he can build a legacy. Unless Manchester City get found guilty, I don't think Haaland leaves Man City until that guy is washed. He will be at Man City until he is washed. Whether that means within the next 6 years or within the next 12 years, I don't know. But he's not leaving Man City until that day. I'm wholly convinced of that. There's just a lot of fake news around him. Suck it up, I suppose, but it's not really worth interacting with this news. I don't want to make too many transfer news videos here. I make transfer news videos in the summer because there's nothing else to make videos about then. But this channel is a fan channel and I don't want to spread too much misinformation. And I know that just a thumbnail, people don't always click on the videos to spread misinformation. But please, stop with this nonsense that Haaland is leaving. He's not. He's not gonna leave until the day that he is not happy with Man City anymore. And right now he's happy. That's just my opinion, so tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm stupid or whatever. Be uncivil if you like in the comments. Don't. Be nice. But yeah, I really don't see it happening. I'm just... Who thinks of these articles? Like, why do these articles get so much attention? There's no way that people actually believe it. So, is it us reacting to these articles and saying it's obviously fake that gets these articles so much attention? Because surely not. Because I'm only reacting to this article because it already had that much traction. This is besides the point now. Thank you for watching to the end. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.